Hello there, Uncle Rusty here. Welcome back to Society Sunlit Valley. We are going to go and look for sheep. So, with the sheep, I want to get a loom going. And once we get the loom going, we can start figuring out how we want to deal with animals. Now, I haven't seen any sheep on the horizon here, so we might be going on a little bit of an adventure. Hello, little hamster. I will pet you. Now, there are cows, which is great. And eventually, we'll want to make a cow farm and whatever else we need. This is why you also need a butterfly net, because you can catch these insects, and you are going to need to catch insects for the achievement in this game to 100% it. So, with that being said, if you can get a bug net going early, go for it. But I'm doing this as we go along. I'm trying to complete every quest we can in order. But feel free to go right for it in any order you want. Some quests you may need to do differently than what I'm doing. I'm also just going to scour the beach here. We also now have found an eternal summer. So in one of your quests, you need to find a biome where there's just permanent summer. It's easier to find permanent summer at the beach. So if you find any beach biomes, just go for it. And that will mark off another quest in your beginner's quest, getting started. And you get a nice little coconut cocktail. So that's nice. We also need to see what's up with our bounty board. And you'll notice here we find some nice seeds for summer crops as well. Although I don't believe these should grow on sand. But, you know, who am I to complain? Who am I to say anything? You know what I mean? Right. Our main quest is sheep. We want to find some sheep. If we can find some sheep, that makes life so much grander for us. It does. It makes life way grand for us. And again, the nice thing is I don't need to worry too much about mobs because we don't have a mob problem. That feels like I was being misled. Is that a sheep? Aha! Sheep. We should be able to just shear them. Bam. That's a sheep. Bam. And another sheep. We have enough wool for a loom. Perfect. Perfect. With that loom, we can make life so much simpler for us. And like I said, if you find any of these plants, grab them. It's free seeds. It makes your life easier. You don't have to spend money on seeds. And now we can start getting coops and barns. And with that, we will be making some farm animal places. Now, ideally, I want to keep my farm and my animals pretty much separate from each other. So I will most likely just tear down back here because I want to keep my farm here and I want to put my animals over there. Now, you might be saying, oh, but Uncle Rusty, surely it's not that big. Ah, my dear wonderful chat. My dear wonderful community even. You have much to learn. All right, so we got some pretty fair stuff there. And I did say I'll most likely be done with this next episode, but you know what? It is what it is. By the way, cooked items do not sell that much or at all, so don't bother really cooking things. Otherwise, you're just going to waste, you know, precious resources doing that. All right, perfect. We have a lot of lepers. I just noticed that. Right, so our preserves jar is now done, and we got some onion preserves. Now, I've now put in some potatoes, and I don't even know what a potato reserve is going to look like, but that preserves jar is going to sell us $2.44 for artisan products. Now, that is really nice. I did learn some skills, and my shadows are going to disable. +5 movement speed is lovely. Husbandry, we got nothing. Mining, +1 pickaxe efficiency, and this is where we can start looking at different things. Adds additional roll for geodes when mining ore. I like excavator because you get additional ores and geodes, you make more money from artifact stuff. Or you could go the gem seller, geologist products worth 50% more. Really up to you how you want to go about this. Our wool. When did I have so much wool? Why did I bother doing what I did when I had wool? Anyway, let's make a loom. 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. There's our loom for our shepherd. I'm just going to pop that there. Did it give me the quest? Why? No. Listen. I'm holding it up in the air. Thank you. My gravy. I had it for like 2 seconds. Seriously? All right. Perfect. Villager spawn crate. We'll just plop him here. He can go and do what he's doing. All right. That leaves that quest done. We also managed to get one of the villagers as well. And if you can hit this one out, you'll get some advanced villagers. But we're not exactly at advanced villagers just yet. We will, however, get that pretty quickly. I'm just gonna pop those potatoes. I'm gonna get my my watering can ready because it doesn't look like we're gonna get rain ever again. Despite a different world I have that has got almost permanent rain going. But anyway. Perfect. So, now we can get to raising animals. And we can just buy one of these things. However, we want to buy a coop and a barn. Now, the way to do that, you can go to the building shop, right? So the building shop has got a whole lot of other stuff that you can buy. Now, before we do that, oh, it's raining! Yes! See? All you have to do in life is just complain enough, and then the world will just give you what you want. All right? Because it's tired of your complaining and whining and moaning. Like me. It's tired of my complaining, whining, and moaning. I would advise, if it is thunderstorming like this, please build some lightning rods. Do that thing. Just build some lightning rods. We don't need tomatoes for our pantry. I just want to make 100% sure. No, we do not. Summer crops, autumn, husbandry, and quality crops. We do need quality crops for the sniffer egg. But that's fine. We don't need that right now. We can always make quality crops. Now, ideally, if you open up your quest tab and you go to the building shop, this is where you can buy barns and coops. Now, I generally go with the deluxe barns. This is also if you want to build, like, you know, sheds and more sheds for storage purposes, coops and barns, right? Now, we can do a basic barn for now, or we can go a deluxe barn. But we need 20 iridium coin for a deluxe barn, and we need 4 for a dinky little one. Now, I have 4, and I kind of want to get a barn going. So, I'm just going to go with a basic barn. We need stone bricks and fire logs. Now, again, I'm not going to bore you with this, but this is where you find all of the stuff you need. And maybe what I'll do is we'll farm up for a deluxe barn. Now, when I say this thing is huge, I do mean this is a very, very, very big building. So, what I'm going to do is I'll likely farm up all the materials because we need a whole bunch of stone, brick, and to do that, we need a whole lot of smelting of the stone brick, and that is a lot of time and investment to do that. Now, if you want me to do that on camera, let me know before I post the next episode, and I will do that. But until then, I'm just going to farm up all the materials off camera, do what I need to do, and then when you come back, we'll have enough of everything to do that. All right? So, we'll postpone that madness for now. What I am, however, going to do is I want to get a pickaxe going. So this is going to cost me a pretty penny. 16,000 gold for... I don't want to do it. You know what? I'll wait. We need to save because we need a flint and steel. It doesn't help I get a diamond pickaxe now, and we still can't go to the nether without a flint and steel that we have to buy. Alright? So, we want to do something else. So let's see what our quest wants us to do. Frozen geodes, we need to go to a frozen biome for that. Pine tar and seed makers. Treated logs. We need with like pine. So oak resin, and you just right click with it and it treats the logs. It's more for decorational purposes than anything else. There are also farm storage, so there's like crafting grids we can make eventually. Ideally, I want to make sure we get as much done as possible. I could go with this, with the long wings. However, we do need to craft this with merino wool. We need a canvas loom. So we need a treated log and 4 fire logs. So let's do that real quick. Treated log and 4 fire logs. I should have enough fire logs. Let me go check real quick. Let's see here. We have enough wool. That's 1 fire log. I don't really have another fire logs. That's madness. And I even have the book for that. What is this craziness? Who invented this? Who invited this? Who did this? I may want to go exploring, in all honesty. If I'm being really honest, I may want to do some exploration. Just to ensure that we get a whole bunch of other stuff done as well. Because this Modpack kind of does want you to explore as well. It doesn't want you to just sit in one place and farm. You do want to do exploring. Now, you can go the adventurer route, and you don't have to do all the crazy, farming stuff. But if we want to 100% the game, farming is a big deal for this. All right, let's build ourselves a loom. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go to the crafting table, which is this side. We'll get two more of these. Okay, thank you very much. And now I need to treat a log. Now, let me just see if I can find my pine tar here. Unless I put it in a different... or my oak resin. There's a difference between pine tar and oak resin. What do we need to do treated logs with, though? Let me just make 100% sure. Manual oak resin onto a log. Okay. I'm going to plant this log out here. Just like this. Bloop. And I'm pretty sure my resin should be in here. There it is. And we just take this and treat it. Perfect. Grab the treated log. Beautiful. That completes that quest. And then I'll go up into my nice, beautiful little house. And we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. Now we have a canvas. I'm actually just going to put it here. Now what you could do with this is you take the wool and you put it in there. We need... how many days do you need here? Requires more input. We need a lot of wool for this, by the way. For one of those things, I believe we need 5 pieces of wool, which is ridiculous. I want to point that out. That's a lot of wool we need to make 1 piece of wool to make that bug net. But if we can do that, makes our life easy, right? I don't think I have enough wool, but I'm going to check regardless. Oh, I think I just have enough. Guys, we just have enough to do this. It's insanity. I actually can't believe we have enough for this. All right. Let's put this here and 1. There we go. 3 pieces of wool to do that. And now it takes 1 day to make us that piece of whatever we need. No, actually it needed 2 more pieces of wool. Lovely. That's ridiculously expensive, but it's fine. All right. While that's going down, I am just going to make sure I do this. Bam. So we have the sticks ready. Let's go through our quests. We've got that. Large fruits, an apple press, 4 times treated log. Now they've added that. That was new. In some previous version that I played before this, that was never there. So an apple press is maybe something we want to do as well. Or fruit press or whatever you want to call it. But we need a lot of resin. So what I am going to do is I'm going to make a little tree farm here. And I kind of want to just make it sure so that it's kind of like in a row. So that my OCD doesn't, complain. And I'm just going to go right for it on this oak. Now, I do want to get some birch. I believe birch counts as pine. So if I can go get a birch seed as well, then I don't need to worry too much about this. And see, that little butterfly we could have caught. So that's kind of what we want to do. There's so much to this mod pack. You can do so many different types of things. So don't feel like you need to be shoved into a corner with something. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll do like so. I feel like that's a little bit 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. We'll put it there. Bam, bam. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then, yeah, we only need a few of these. I'm going to go look for some birch. And if I can find some birch saplings, we'll do that as well. And then I'm going to start getting our pine and oak resin stuff sorted. Now, we need a press. We also need these for gold sprinklers, by the way. You can craft gold sprinklers, but as you can see, that is obscenely expensive. It is. It's ridiculous. All right? It's ridiculous. It is. It's ridiculous. Nuts. Okay? Nuts. So, we need blocks of copper. We need a wooden bucket. We need a whole bunch of other stuff here. So, let's first go and get those birch saplings, if I can find any. I know there was some birch over there. Goodbye, kitty cat. We'll eventually want to get a pet as well. All right, perfect. There's some birch trees. Those should count. Is he awake or is he still sleeping? He's still sleeping. Mans is vibbing. He doing nothing, baby. All right, we still need one more day. I'm gonna let you sleep, okay? Don't you worry. I kind of want to bring him home, but I first need to make a friend out of him. You've got a friend in me. If anyone doesn't know that song, you are a little bit too young to be here. I'm just saying. Oh, I'm so old. All right, we've got our birch sapling, and I have 2. That's perfect. I might just want a little bit more, actually. If I'm going to make a farm, I may as well make it in even numbers, right? Grab these hollowed out logs for like no good reason. I need 1 more sapling. You're kidding me. I said even numbers, game. Not odd, even. Oh, there's a little outpost out here. I didn't even see that, man. Let's go grab whatever they've got there. Our house. Oh. Oh, it's a slime spawner. That's a rotting zombie slime. I don't want that because that'll spawn unhappiness. So nope, 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 nope. We'll eventually want to come for the rest of this. Ooh, book. Man, I really haven't been getting a lot of books. Thank you. Goodness gracious. I really have been on the bad luck front with the books. I want to point that out. The game has not been kind to me in terms of booking. Oh, it's fine. We need to find more villagers. That's the thing. We need to go and explore and find more villagers because villagers actually give you an obscene amount of resources when you find the correct village. If you don't find the correct village and you find like this little dinky outpost I found, you're not going to get very far in life. And it's sad to say, but it's the truth. Right? We need to find ourselves a massive civilization and we might just start all fresh. Build our farm up, leave this for this village and just, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not abandoning my farm. Never. So I'm just going to sell the hay bale and we're going to keep these. And again, I want to keep my my tree farm fairly much the same thing. And then once these trees have sprouted, we should be okay. Perfect. Now, I know you can use a hoe. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then same here. I know you can use a hoe. 1, 2, 3, 4 to kind of clear out everything. But, that's neither here nor there. That is neither here nor there. All right, perfect. Got more than I bargained for there, and I don't think we can sell these, which is big sad. But I suppose, you could probably just cheese the game by growing upteen amounts of trees and selling that, But what would be the fun in that? All right, we've got 4 treated logs, which is lovely. And I do want to keep that there. But I need to make a lot of tree tappers. So, that means we need a whole lot of copper. Now, in case you didn't notice, I am a copper boy. I have a lot of copper. And we do want copper. We really do. We need an actual obscene amount of copper to make this work. We do. So, any copper you find, go for it. But what I do want to do is, I want to do a separate storage here, where I take all of the raw resources I have and start compressing them into what we need for our extractinator, which is the smart thing to do, I am also just going to clear out my inventory here. I do have some zinc coins that we can put away, but that's fine. Let's go back up and start compressing these to as much as we can. So let's see. We need 8 of each. So I already have enough copper to sell to the boiler room. So I'm going to do that. Bam, submit. That is done. Now we don't need to worry so much about the copper. If we can smash this out ASAP, then we can just forget about the rest. Iron is done. And I know there was a lot of iron, but we can still get all of it finished fairly simply. All right. The zinc might be a little bit of an issue. I would need to check. Do I have anything in my backpack? No, I do not. That does not help us. All right, perfect. Put that away. I do want to use this for now. The gold and the zinc might be the issue. Zinc, not so much. Gold, oh, absolutely. Gold is super rare in that it doesn't spawn as frequently as a lot of people feel like it should. So if you do find yourself hard-pressed to find gold, good luck. Now, if I can clear it out real quick and I have enough gold, sure, but I don't think we have nearly enough gold. Let's see here. There is a bunch of zinc here. And you see, we're very much short on gold, and I don't think I have enough of anything else. which is real sad. But if I can find more gold, I'll be a happy boy. I'll grab my earth crystal as well. I would love to build a coop as well. That would be great. We can start getting chickens and eggs and artisan products, and there's just a lot to do. This mod pack there's a lot to do, and you might feel a little overwhelmed, but don't worry about it. All right, you got this. I believe in you. As long as you believe in you, I believe in you. All right. Right. So let's see how much zinc can we get away with here. We should be able to plop down the zinc. There we go. Beautiful. 8 blocks done. And now we just need to sort out the gold. So I might just go and mine and go crazy and go look for a bunch of gold. But for now, I'm going to put it in here so that we can hopefully one day get that extractinator. But as you guys can see, it is pretty expensive. Now, we do want to make more tree tappers. So how much do we have here? Not enough. Make enough blocks of copper. So I kind of want to just make enough here. There we go. Perfect. We'll make 2 for now because we do want to get our resin up and going. So I'm going to do that. Let's see. What is it? It's a tapper. A tree tapper. So we need fire logs and a bucket. So that. So we need 2 buckets. Where's all my wood? There's that. But I need more wood. There we go. There's all my wood. All right. You know what? I'm not going to go up and down, left and right the entire time. Thank you very much. That's just a waste of time. Ain't nobody got time for that. You know what? We'll go full on there. I will put 1 away. And we only need 2 of these. Now I need fire logs, which I have a bunch of. All right. How do I do this again? I believe it's like this. This. There we go. 2 tree tappers, baby. There we go. Like I said, pretty expensive. Pretty expensive. But now we can put these onto our trees once they have grown. Beautiful. That's what we want. I am going to put this down here so that I know where it is. And I will organize my chests. I will organize my chests. But that essentially is going to sort out a lot of the stuff we need to get going. And now there is other stuff that we need to start getting going. Now we do have the building shop. And what I want to do is I want to start mining for money and a whole bunch of stuff here. Now you can see if we look in our quest book, there's brews as well. You can see Master Sommelier, Master Barista, Master Brewer. There's a lot of stuff that we need to do. So we'll wait until the next morning. That's what we want to do. We need to wait till the next morning because we want this. Once this is done, we can start looking at capturing moths and bugs and a whole bunch of other stuff. I wonder if they'll eventually add like spiders and things like you find in Coral Island. And you'll notice in Stardew Valley, there's no like insect catching. I wonder if they'll add it eventually. But we're not here to play Stardew Valley. We're here to play Society Sunlit Valley. All right? If Stardew doesn't have this, that's not my fault. Can you go to where you need to, please? Thank you. My goodness. You have 1 station, bro. Don't goof. All right. Now, ideally, what I'd like to do is I would like to find another civilization. And you see, we are on an island biome, which is not fun, in all honesty. But I would like to find another civilization because we can find so many good stuff if we find another village and not rob them, but borrow their stuff permanently. And that's ideally what I want to do. But for now, I think what I'm going to do is something that I haven't been doing a lot of, fishing. We need to fish. All right? It's something I've not been doing, and it's something that we need to do because we also need to complete all of our fishing quests. You need to catch all the fish in the game as well. And I don't think a lot of people value the fishing so much in this, but if I can get a metric truck ton of treasures as well, treasures will help us eventually as well. There's a very specific treasure chest we need to catch that I would recommend do not open, but I will only let you know about it once I have found it myself. But there's a very particular treasure chest I want you to keep. You can open it, but don't throw away the chest because you need it. Believe me. Oh, look, pufferfish. Wasn't I supposed to have that for my fish tank? Freshwater, crab, pot bundle, river fish, ocean fish. No. Okay, no. Pufferfish is fine. We can sell that. We can sell it. Look at those beautiful jellyfish just like chilling down there. It's horrifying in every way, shape, and form. Now, I might also be asking me, but Uncle Rusty, does the Guardian exist? I don't think it does. I believe you can find the temple, and I do believe that they are here, but I don't think it's like crucial to the game for you to go and fight the Guardian of the Ocean or whatever it's called. In all honesty, I have no idea what it is actually called. But yeah, let's just get our fishing sorted for a bit, you know? Fishing always helps. Now, ideally, I'd like it to rain, to be quite honest with you. Because the rain will help us later on. These dudes are just chilling. Did I take everything? I'm pretty sure I did. Someone said I should be able to shift right-click this thing. Sorry, boys. I'm stealing your golem. Actually, I'm not stealing it. I'm borrowing it permanently. Thank you to the commenter who said I can shift right-click, steal this golem. So these golems apparently help with your farms as well. So that's why we're doing it. So I'm just going to be, borrowing this. Oh, yes, rain. Okay, there you go. Hey, buddy. There's a nice little farm area for you to chill in. All right, we got a little bit of money there. That's fantastic. I'm going to start selling the fish. And it is raining, which makes my life a whole lot simpler. But two things. Number one, let's go get our black lotus. Oh, butterfly. How I wish I could catch you. How I wish. But we will do that just now. All right. Let's go over here. And go get a whole lot of... He's vibing. Is he awake? He's awake. Hey, buddy. How do you do? You must leave. You're in grove danger. I see what you did there. Yeah, so if he's awake, just right-click him. And then eventually, I believe I'm too old for these things. Oh, gosh. I'm so sorry, buddy. I could drop another tapper on you. And then we could actually... I wonder. Wait a second. Wait a minute. Let's be big brain about this. Let's be big brain about this. I want to see this. I wonder how big brain we can be about this. Okay. I know we need oak resin. I know we do. But for a good amount of money, what if... Hear me out. What if we do this? Hear me out. This is Giga Brain talking, all right? You can do this too. Let's see if it works. Let's see if this works. I wonder. Ah, no! Darn it! They knew. I thought I was going to be huge brain there. It was a good idea. All right, it was a good idea. You all were there with me. You saw what we were trying to do there. You saw. All right? You saw the big brain idea. All right, there we go. Bracket mushroom. That's what we're going to get from birch trees, eh? Interesting. Not really what I want, but, sure. All right, perfect. We've got some cauliflower. Let's put it into our pantry. Bam, almost done. Oh, we need like 4 more, man. 4 more, then it's done. All right, perfect. That is going. I am going to just grab these lychees or lychees. Someone still hasn't said how they say. I say lychee. I don't know. Someone might be yelling at me. That's not how you say it. All right, I'll let that golem do its thing. Can I stick you in the middle of the crops or something? Yeah, I'll stick you there in the middle. Sorcerer Ribbit casts a spell. What does that mean? Oh, maybe you actually do a cool bit of stuff. I like that. All right, cool. All right. I kind of want the oak trees to grow first before we continue with anything. All right, now let's go get our bug net. So into the house we go. Upstairs I go. And grab this. Boom. Then we'll take our sticks, which I don't have on me anymore for some very particularly weird reason. Wait, was that a canvas? Hold on a second. I don't think this will work because I don't think you need a canvas for this. No. Excuse me? Hold on. Did I goof? I'm pretty sure I goofed. Merino wool. I need silk. What? Oh, we need to slay out spiders. I don't have any silk. Can I not break this down into silk? Oh, man. Okay, well, I goofed. I'll have to find some silk. I am so sorry, everybody. I am what you would call an idiot. That's what you would call me. Alright, perfect. Gonna do this. Doink. There we go. Oak resin. 3 days. This gives me mushrooms, which I'm not a massive fan of. If I'm being really real here. That's not ideally what I want, but you know. It is what it is kind of deal. Alright. We need to catch these things. Oh man. Can I not buy this thing from anyone? Doesn't look like it. Grass block dig. You can actually get that from a grass block. Alright. It is raining, so I'm going to let my crops do their thing. And what I think I'm going to do is, let me just explore a little bit. See if we can find anything out in the wilderness that we could probably use to our advantage. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to do this off camera, unless you guys want me to. I'm going to farm up the materials for a barn and a coop. And I might just go crazy and go for a deluxe barn. And you'll see what I mean by a deluxe barn. These buildings are massive. The building shop, I cannot begin to stress enough to you guys how big the building shop actually is. Like, what you can do in it and how much you can find. Oh boy. It's really essential for those that aren't like crazy builders. You know, like myself, I'm not a crazy Minecraft builder. Ooh, an owl. Newt, newt. Oh, we can be friends with you eventually. Owls. Yes. Okay. I was kind of hoping there would be another village on the horizon here somewhere. I just want to make sure I don't lose track of where my house is. There's a lot of pumpkins, baby. And we can be smart about this, about the pumpkins as well. You'll notice in the pantry we have a fall crop section as well. That requires us to grow pumpkins. Now, why would I want to grow the pumpkins? When, huzzah, I can just get them in the wild. You know what I mean? Pumpkins for the win. And pumpkins make a lot of money. I do want to point that out. If you are not exploring the world and grabbing pumpkins, you are doing it wrong. So make sure you grab as many pumpkins as possible. And what I am going to do is I'm going to open up my pantry here to the fall crops bundle. We need 32 pumpkins. Okay, never mind. It's not 8, it's 32. Save your pumpkins. You can always submit it and then just, you know, add the rest when you find. Are we really on another island biome? There's a building there that looks like a slime spawner. Again, we do want to be careful not to die. Because, number one, I don't want to lose any of my, you know, I forget the word. There's a word for this. Here's some geese. Here's some sheep. There's a duck. I'm just gonna grab this. Nice shell. What is in here? Hello? Can I come in here? Yes, I can. Oh, well, there's another shield, so not too shabby, but this is really not, you know, that was not worth the time and effort to do what we were doing, or at least trying to look for what we were looking for. I do see some zinc here. I'm just going to grab it. Well, not really zinc. Copper. I'm going to hold off on getting too much copper. If I am on an island biome, that is unideal, in all honesty, for multiple reasons, but the main reason is we want to try and find another village to essentially take some stuff. Now, I am just going to collect anything that I find in the wilderness here, especially pumpkins, so we can sort out our pumpkin store, or our pumpkin story, not store. I'm not opening a pumpkin store. If I did, it would be called Uncle Rusty's Pumpkin Store. I'm not a very creative, imaginative person when it comes to names. This is a freaking island biome, dude. What? I should have found a bigger landmass to call home. Oh well. We're stuck here. This is our lot in life. We have to make it work. So if you do find a big village, just raid it. Alright? Whatever you find, just take it, because they don't care. They should care, but they don't care. Which is, you know, I kind of feel bad, but also at the same time, it's for the benefit of everyone. It is. It's for the benefit of everyone. Those bison? Now, there is something you need to know about a bison. They are aggressive individuals, and they will kill you. So don't look for trouble with bison, but we do have some bison there that we could probably ranch up, and we're on an island biome. How fun. Unideal. Actually, though, unideal. I was kind of hoping this would lead to a much bigger landmass, man. I really was. Oh well. Can't win them all, right? Cannot win them all. It's just one of those things that we just simply can't win them all. These are flowers. There's a donkey. And we can still get horses and stuff like that for like transportational purposes. So if you can find one, go for it. That is a goddess statue. Why is the goddess statue chilling in the middle of nowhere? I'm going to steal this goddess statue because we eventually need to work with this thing as well. So I'm just going to take that. Goddess statue just adds like little buffs and stuff to you. Extra health and things like that. So not the worst thing in the world. Not the greatest, but not the worst. Alright, there's our house. There's another little island here, but there's really nothing on the island. And you can see there's just like random lightning strikes just happening all over the world. I do see a little bit of pumpkins here. That's a massive tree. My goodness. That is a huge tree. I might just take it down. Oop. Big old tree. Big old brie. Alright, how many pumpkins do I have? Let's sort that out. Autumn. Submit. Boom. Pumpkins. Sorted. Didn't even need to go to fall for that. Didn't even need to go to autumn. However you pronounce your season. I don't judge. But that's all the time I have for this episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed that. If you did, please do consider leaving a like, subscribing for more Society Sunlit Valley, and let me know how your farm is going. Until next time, Uncle Rusty says, find more villages.